We know him as Hollywood's golden boy. He can fight all day, scheme all night, catch a fish, win a war, and even age backward. He looks great and no doubt takes great care of himself, but in his movies, he always seems to be portrayed with an oral fixation on every food I tell people to avoid.
This is good chicken.
I think it's because he eats with a swagger and it looks cool and nonchalant. But if he were my patient and I ran his blood panel like the everyday guys I see in my practice every day, we would be having a very serious conversation about Healthspan. So today we're going to discuss exactly what all those movie foods do to the body. And who knows, maybe a better diet could have helped his characters like dodge that arrow and even survive an assassination or a zombie apocalypse. Oh wait, he did survive World War Z. Now let's dive in. Hi, I'm Dr. Monti from the Marcus Institute at Thomas Jefferson University. Welcome to House Call. We thought it would be fun to use some of Brad's movies to drive home some important dietary concepts. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm a big Brad Pitt fan, and World War Z is definitely one of my favorite zombie movies. First, because the story kicks off right here in Philly, and second, as a doctor, I'm genuinely happy someone finally found the correct use for soda on zombies. Let's start with Moneyball. Here, Brad plays Billy Bean, a general manager under extreme pressure. High stakes. And what is he fueling this high-performance brain with? A Twinkie. And throughout the movie, we see a steady stream of popcorn, soda, and French fries. This is a perfect example of the stress-driven American diet. No offense to Billy, but this food is wreaking havoc in his body. Here's just one thing that is happening, and there are many others. When we stress eat and grab something sweet, like a Twinkie or a soda, you get a blood sugar spike that momentarily feels activating, then your insulin kicks in and crashes your blood sugar. This creates a vicious roller coaster. Stress leads to sugar cravings, which leads to a crash, which leads to more stress. It's probably why Billy Bean is throwing chairs in the locker room. Okay, now he tries to fix it with sunflower seeds. That's better, but we can do more. We need to stabilize his blood sugar and flood his brain with magnesium so he can actually do the math to win the World Series. So let's step up the seed game with pumpkin seeds. Why? They have minimal impact on blood sugar and are a top plant source of magnesium. We can take it a step further. Roast them with turmeric, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory for the brain. An important tip to get the best bang for the buck is to add black pepper, which increases the absorption of turmeric maybe as much as 2,000%. Now, instead of a sugar crash, you get a calm and focused brain. Next up, Ocean's 11, Rusty Ryan. He's always moving, always eating. He's what we call a classic grazer. But the problem isn't just the frequency, it's the quality. These nachos with cheese product, that is an ultra-processed problem. It is loaded with inflammatory fats from toxic seed oils. Rusty might look cool, but his arteries are inflamed. So how do we help the Rusties of the world? We need a snack that is portable, has a satisfying crunch, but actually protects the cells. I'd suggest a rainbow crudité, but that's not exactly cool thief energy. So let's go with savory chili lime walnuts. Why? Because walnuts are the ultimate brain food and heart food. They are one of the best sources of omega-3s, which actively dampen the neuroinflammation caused by junk food. Instead of fake yellow cheese, we hit them with chili, lime, and a pinch of sea salt. It packs a bold, zesty kick that's incredibly satisfying. The healthy fats in the walnuts provide real satiety. So Rusty isn't looking for another snack 20 minutes later. You know what that's like. It's our new and improved Cool Guy Graze that keeps the focus sharp and the brain dialed in for whatever high-stakes pressure the day throws at him. Next, the Coen brothers burn after reading. Chad Feldheimer. He thinks he's healthy. He's drinking a smoothie. That's good, right? No, look at the color. It's pink. That usually means it's an artificial fruit sugar bomb. The liquid fructose spikes your blood sugar faster than solid fruit because there's no fiber to slow it down. This is the health halo effect. You think because there's a hint of a healthy ingredient in something that it's good for you. But research has shown that the metabolic effects of these types of sugary fruit drinks are similar to drinking a candy bar, aka liquid diabetes. So here's the fix. A real smoothie to replace these fake poser smoothies. If you can do this, even a few times a week, the benefits will be huge. In a real smoothie, we power pack the nutrients without sugar spikes, lowering inflammation, feeding the microbiome and the brain. First, our base is not fruit, and certainly never fruit juice. We start with a high-quality plant-based protein powder. There's some terrific ones that taste great and don't have added sugar. Pick one that uses monk fruit, stevia, or allulose as sweeteners. You don't want more than 5 grams of net carbs per serving. Use an unsweetened plant milk, and now you have your base. Make it in a NutriBullet, Vitamixer, or whatever smoothie blender you like. Add some ice, and then add some veggies, spinach, cucumber, even avocado. You could also add nuts or nut butters, just not peanuts. And feel free to toss in some fresh blueberries. Note, this carefully selected fruit is an enhancement, not the base. Here's the thing, whatever combo of these ingredients you choose will give you important plant-based nutrition that will feed the cells of the body and help offset the inflammation and oxidative stress from the rest of your diet. When you blend it all up, you get a vibrant green fuel. Go slow at first to discover the combos that really work for you. For me, a smoothie has been a great way to get in my 30 servings of plants a week, critical for gut and brain health. Now we move to the forbidden temptations, like full-fat comfort foods. In Inglourious Basterds, there's that tense scene with the apple strudel and fresh cream. Now, technically it's Hans Landa eating the strudel, but this moment perfectly represents the European indulgence we often see woven throughout the Brad Pitt cinematic universe. Combine that with Cliff Booth in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood whipping up a box of mac and cheese, and we have a major inflammatory problem.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. The refined flour in that strudel or macaroni causes a massive spike in blood sugar. And the fatty dairy adds fuel to the fire. This is how you end up with an inflamed gut that burns itself all the way to the brain, leading to that foggy, fatigued feeling many of us get from eating too many of these foods. Not to mention the orange powder in boxed mac and cheese is loaded with additives and preservatives that have their own toxic effects. So how do we get that luxury feel without the brain fog? Let me be completely honest. It requires a bit of brain retraining. There are healthier options that mimic the ones you're used to, but they won't be a perfect match. But there are amazing products out there to help. High-quality chocolate and snack bars made deliciously with natural non-caloric sweeteners, cashew-based cream cheese that can be added to whole grain pasta with some turmeric, curry powder, or any combo of spices you like. Also getting a creamy effect for swapping an unhealthy dip with a super nutritious guacamole or hummus. Think about things that you would like that can be your new comfort replacers. And finally, the most famous spoon in cinema history, Meet Joe Black.
What is that?
He discovers peanut butter. Now, I know the comments section is going to fight me on this one. I grew up on peanut butter, it's healthy. But here's the part most people don't know. Peanuts aren't tree nuts, they're legumes, they grow underground, and are more vulnerable to molds. Peanuts also contain something called lectins, which can be tough on the gut. But perhaps the biggest issue for me is that their oil is mostly omega-6 and inflammatory. Here's my upgrade, almond butter. And it's easy to find now. Spruce it up with some cinnamon if you like, which will further help balance blood sugar. Almonds are true tree nuts, rich in vitamin E, which is great for your skin and your brain. Before we wrap up today's episode, there is a surprising twist. Interestingly, it seems Brad's real life is much more health conscious than his character's diets are, which is probably why in real life he looks so great. He's actually a big supporter of plant-forward eating, famously noting at the Golden Globes that it just makes sense.
No, I'm all for it. It makes sense.
And it does, because plants provide the vital nutrients we need to thrive and lower inflammation, which means a healthier, better functioning brain and body. Okay, that's our video for today. If you found this interesting or helpful, please subscribe for more medical insights on how to help your mind and body work better. And with that, this is House Call. I'm Dr. Dan Monti. Until next time, be well.